So, this is a video by Deleted, and he's going to talk about the whole Tyler the Creator situation. I'm not sure if you know, but recently, give me some time, it's morning time, but recently, Tyler the Creator got some backlash from his own community, mind you, because give a fuck about them being Sun Dodgers. This was the community that he cultivated, right? He called them Sun Dodgers online because when he posted about D'Angelo, they were kind of like disrespectful in their aspect of him mourning the grievance, mourning the loss of D'Angelo, right? And, you know, I'm not going to take that away from here. I validate him in his feelings of feeling lost because of somebody like D'Angelo and how much he changed the game with this artistry, specifically singing, and how it included in rap and shit like that. But D'Angelo definitely invented a lot of these motherfuckers. That's all I'm gonna say. Rap or R&B, it's apparent in some of these people. But that's neither here nor there. The main thing is that he goes out of his way to say that these Sun Dodgers don't respect it. Basically trolling them, right? They react to the troll, I guess, more than likely. But then there were some black people that said, no, this is who you are, my boy. This is who you started off to be at the very least. And I talk about this in my previous video or my videos in the future about the aspect of, I asked to search online, when was Tyler the Creator banned? He was banned from UK and banned from New Zealand. I'm not sure if he's still banned, but he was. And he was banned because of his words and his songs. The edgelord, he literally came up being an edgelord, and this is coming from a fan of the edgelord shit. I'm not gonna hold you, it was different, it was weird, it was obtuse, it was like the I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo type of Radiohead vibes, because it's like you didn't give a fuck, he didn't care, he didn't want to be put in a box. I understood that aspect, that angst. He just didn't keep that. He didn't keep that same energy. Now, am I saying that same energy was healthy in some senses? I don't think it was. I don't think it was because of his freedom of speech. I think that he thought that he was bigger than the program. He thought that if I did this, it's kind of like the little baby, not the little baby, the baby, when he did the situation where he wore a diaper just to get eyes on him, and it worked. He got a whole bunch of eyes on him, and now people are looking at him like, man, you did that shit. But now he's known for killing niggas, literally. You understand what I mean? That's the thing about this rap shit. Like, you have to have some type of gimmick or some type of like thing to make you blow. And I think that was Tyler the Creator's thing to make him blow, was the edgelord shit. The thing is that once it started affecting his pockets, totally rebranded. Now, he says edgelord shit every now and then, but it's way less than what he used to. Like I said before, I think Wolf personally is my shit. Wolf is my shit. And I was like on the cusp of him changing his tone. He's always been on some rappity shit. He's always been on that shit. But he was just a little bit more edgelord with it. He was really edgelord with his shit. You know what I mean? I don't hear nothing about Hobson. I don't hear nothing about Left Brain. Those are another edgelord motherfuckers though. But they be rapping. They be fucking rapping. You understand what I mean? You know, another nigga that don't hear from, and I'm hating that I don't hear from, is Domo fucking Genesis. Domo fucking Genesis, bruh. And he's put out albums, don't get it twisted. It's just that I don't hear too much from him, and it's like, it's sad because he's a rapper. He's a fucking rapper. That's neither here nor there. I say all that to say that I am well versed in the Odd Future Wolfgang Kill Them All, right? But I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like, two things could be right at once. And he could be right in his angst of the Sun Dodgers disrespecting his D'Angelo quote, but he can also be wrong in the aspect of how he attained his greatness in the first place in this space of hip hop. You know what I mean? That's not taking away from his artistry. It's not taking away from him being a phenomenal artist. As of right now, he is like in there. You feel me? He's up through there. But let's just keep it a buck. You came up by not wanting to be in a box, but by your words, and saying fuck everything. Fuck all of them. Kill them all. And again, I understand that the history of hip hop is not safe. It's not healthy. It doesn't come from a good place. It comes from a place of an angst that does something to niggas. You know what I mean? To make them like literally feel as though they're deserving of everything. And when they get to the top, it's kind of like, I did this shit all by myself. I don't know what that's about because Kanye had it. Meanwhile, he's always had help. Like, you had the whole situation with Dame Dash, Jay-Z, and all of them niggas. They probably well paid off, but that's not always the case. You feel me? When it comes to groups and shit, I don't even hear about niggas like D4L and Crime Mob. But again, that's neither here nor there. The main thing is that we're gonna watch this video and just listen to Deleted, because I think the Deleted explains his he fuck with Tyler the Creator, and he's probably gonna talk about the aspect of, I think he's more nuanced in his takes. Surprisingly, in this video, he's nuanced in his take because he understands the aspect of Tyler said some wild shit back in the past. He did. And he said it in a sense to be different. I mean, he's different. But nobody's bigger than the program, my nigga. Nobody's bigger than the fucking program. And I think that that's the part that he had to realize at a certain part of his career, which is from Wolf to Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb is a totally different album. And then the Scumfuck, that's an even more different album than what you would think he would put out. And then Igor is, I mean, like it's in the Cherry Bomb and Igor type of vibe. Chromacopia, it's like he just, the rebranding, the transforming, I'll just say transform. I'll say transform to give him some grace. Because truth be told, outside looking in, it does look like rebrand. It looks like a rebrand because you were banned in UK, you was banned in New Zealand, you was banned in other countries as well because of your lyrics in your probably Wolf album, your Bastard album, you know what I mean, your Goblin album. Like, let's just call it a buck. It was very grunge, emo, hip hop type shit. Like, fuck all of this shit. And I fuck with it. I did. I still do. Like, I literally still go back to just listen to some old Goblin, some old Bastard. I mean, some old, like I was just listening to Domo Genesis old shit with Space Ghost Perp and fucking Earl Sweatshirt and motherfucking Action Bronson. You understand what I mean? Like, I do like that grunge shit. But I also know that if you're going to be on that type of time, you're going to upset some people. It just is what it is. Even Kanye had to realize that he's a nigga. You know what I mean? And they come back, but it's just kind of like, now you want to come back? You know what I mean? That's the type of energy. But it's as if he didn't know his followers, his grouping, the people that's at his shows all the time. It only matters when it's affecting his pockets. When it's to start affecting the pockets, that's when it's an issue. Because when you're at concerts, it's not an issue because he's getting moolah. You're getting big bucks. He's not like No Name out here talking about I have an issue with as the many white faces that I see when I speak to black people and black issues. I see nothing but white people at my concerts. And she really had to wrestle with that. Speaking of, give me a minute. All right. Let's just play the video.
When people go back and dig up old stuff from someone who's here now, it's like, hey, what's your end goal?
That you will always be held accountable for your actions.
But accountable, what does that mean? Is the goal, you shouldn't do that, you should change and be a better person? I've been a better person for the last 9 years.
This is the thing, Tyler. Sorry, but it's just like a criminal record from niggas. They gonna bring that shit back up, even if it is just 9 years ago. Let's just listen to that part one more time.
That you will always be held accountable for your actions.
When people go back and dig up old stuff from someone who's here now, it's like, hey, what's your end goal?
That you will always be held accountable for your actions.
But accountable, what does that mean? Is the goal, you shouldn't do that, you should change and be a better person? I've been a better person for the last 9 years. That was 10 years ago. What are you doing? So what's their end goal? But I think people like doing that to make themselves feel better about themselves. It's like, oh, look, I care about something. But look, we're rallying up and getting this guy out of here, right, guys?
Y'all ready to be mad at me? All right, bet.
I'm the villain.
All right, I gotta be honest. I'm so tired of this weird ass climate we are in. It's exhausting. I mean, you say free speech, they act like you just showed up in a red hat storming the Capitol or some shit. You say I don't believe in censorship, they all.
When you say free speech, you got to understand there's going to be consequences and there are going to be prescriptions. Whether you say something on the right or the left, there's going to be prescriptions. Nobody is bigger than the program. Even these platforms that we are on, when it comes to free speech, they will take your video down and delete your channel because of your free speech. So it's like, again, I understand the aspect of the beginning. I get the gist of the conversation of what's the end goal of you going back to say, hey, you said this. You need to be caught on your bullshit. I need to be caught on my bullshit. He needs to be caught on it. Like, it's nobody's bigger than the program, bruh. And I think that as we see the trajectory, he thought that he was bigger than the program. Let's call it what it is. And then with the whole LGBT shit, I'm not sure if he is, I'm not sure if he isn't. He said that he used to kiss white boys, which is a whole nother conversation because of the whole aspect of him so-called being pro-black, but out here kissing white boys. I mean, women have a problem with Childish Gambino. Women have a problem with, specifically black women, excuse me. Black women have a problem with Childish Gambino and his love and with the whole black, this is America, being pro-black, but married to a white woman. But you understand what I mean? I'm just calling it what it is. Nobody's bigger than the program. It looks crazy. It does. And you out here talking about Sun Dodgers. You know what I mean? It looks crazy. It looks crazy. I'm just saying what it is. But again, I'm trying to be empathetic to the aspect of I understand that some people are coming to this conversation in bad faith or disingenuous with their takes. I'm just saying that this is who you are when you first started, bruh. You were an edgelord. You were an edgelord. You said shit to get people riled up because you didn't give a fuck. Now when people are actually saying, hey, well, you said this. Now it's like, well, bruh, I wasn't being serious. Like, clearly I was joking. That's the problem I have with this whole, as much as people hate cancel culture with bringing up shit that they said, I hate the, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that deep. And I was just trolling type of niggas. I hate those type of niggas. Cause it's like niggas are, where I'm from, you're liable to either get killed or fucking punched in your shit for saying the shit that you say. But some niggas don't know that type of, and then he probably doesn't know that because he's around a whole bunch of white people. Understand what I mean? So it's like, again, nobody's bigger than the program, bruh.
Automatically throw you in a group chat with the maggots, you know, the grandpas and the lizard people. Like, damn, can't nobody just have an opinion anymore without being labeled as a demon? I don't understand why there's always a lynch mob. It's not that deep. Go and touch grass. Go outside.
See what I mean?
And if you're into the dark humor, the edgy jokes, or anything remotely offensive, well, guess what? To the world, you are satanic. You're problematic. You're evil. They try to chase you out the culture or chase you out of anything. Like you're Jason Voorhees with a podcast. Bruh, it's jokes. Calm down. Nobody died. If you have a different way of thinking, and I think
it's jokes, calm down, nobody died. The thing is, somebody can die. We just seen this. Somebody can die off of your jokes, off of your so-called freedom of speech. This happens in the hood a lot. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because some niggas are not in the hood. And they think that shit is sweet until niggas be like, all right, say less. I'm going to be there in about 30 minutes. Drop your addy. I got you. But when we get on that type of time, oh, bro, you being like a regular nigga. You being, what do you call it? You being ghetto. You being ratchet. You know what I mean? Like you being like you like from the hood and shit. No, drop your addy. Come get this, either get this fade or I'm going to see you. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what I mean by like your words do have prescriptions to them, and you got to be careful of what you say. It just is what it is. And with him being a public figure, it's like it is what it is. Nobody's bigger than the fucking program. I'm gonna say it again. We just seen it with that nigga Kirk. We just seen it. Like, we seen it with Trump. He got a bullet in his ear for the shit that he was saying. So it's like, words do matter. You have to be careful of what you say. You do. It's like nasty, but it's the truth.
It's dumb as fuck. I'm gonna call you out on it. We gonna talk shit back. You feel me? That's just what it is. But this whole cancellation shit is crazy. I never ever on my platform
First thing I think about is the Mark situation, Mark Lamont Hill on Joe Budden podcast, and flip. Joe Budden said himself that he was joking and he didn't think that everybody else around him would not get the joke. Mark then plays into the joke. Flip is still serious. Then Mark get offended by what Flip says about calling him a sucker. He stands up, says, let's go outside, bro. Let's talk. Let's shoot the shit. Because you don't get that I'm serious about you calling me a sucker. But niggas like this, niggas like Tyler Creator, it's not that big of a deal. Nobody died. So it's like, words do matter, bro. Like, words do matter.
As for any cancellation of anybody, I just talk big shit. Gives me a reason to beat somebody up without being a bully. Verbally though, not physically. Don't be trying to ban me again, YouTube. Fuck you. I just don't understand why everybody wants to just ruin everybody's pockets. Y'all want to take everything that somebody built for off of words that you do not agree with. It's one thing to talk shit, call somebody out, make fun of them, and say, hey, I don't
get why people are trying to ruin somebody's pockets. What? Boy, you don't get why people are trying to ruin motherfuckers' pockets.
Fuck with you. It's another thing to demand somebody to lose everything over it. Black men get boxed in. The stereotype says you should be tough, athletic, street.
We understand that. But he didn't want to be put in that box, right?
Wise, hyper masculine, just stay in your lane because you're black. Tyler, the Creator, rejected that. He basically said, you think I'm supposed to act a certain way because I am black? Well, I don't have to.
They say we ain't acting right. Always try to turn our fucking color into black and white.
And then he flipped the script. He wore the stereotypes and the racial slurs as his armor. And he did it on his terms, into his own expression, claiming it.
All of them niggas.
Basically saying it belongs to me now.
This is for the niggas in the suburbs and the white kids with nigger friends that say the N-word and the ones who got called weird fag bitch nerd.
Tyler basically did a full-on 8 Mile move. Remember the scene where the rapper gets on stage and owns every flaw before his opponent can throw it at him? That's basically Tyler's logic. He used all the negative slurs, all the labels that might have hurt him in the past, loaded them into his lyrics and his imagery. His first album is even called Bastard, a brutal term for someone without a father, and something that's very stereotypical for people to use as slurs against black kids. He didn't hide from the pain. He didn't pretend it didn't exist. He embraced it. Like I said, he turned that stigma into his armor. You ain't gotta understand it. You ain't gotta accept it, but that's what it was. It's clear as day, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to read the room. And dark humor is totally valid. I don't know what the fuck's going on with you guys. If you guys don't like dark humor, just say that shit then. People do have the strangest, craziest sense of humor. I said strangest. Some darker than others. And there's no.
We just seen dark humor being blasted online with the Corey and Kenshin situation. He was being dark and humorous. We just seen what that did to him. Even though it was like 10 plus years ago. We just seen what that did to him. His fan base is split over that. And even he himself said some shit that shouldn't he said. Yes, they were probably together at the time fucking. They probably were. It shouldn't have been said online. It shouldn't have been said online. I'm sorry. She shouldn't have posted. I think she's the one that posted, but that's neither here nor there. But it shouldn't have been said. Specifically on a fucking video camera. But I didn't think he would. I think that when he's, I don't know his situation, but when you dealing with a woman and you probably on a sexual type of time with her, and he literally said that he was watching her while she was asleep, they probably was sleeping together. But those words catch up. Again, I don't agree with them being used against him because clearly there was context with that. But you see what I mean? Like, it just, even when you are good intentioned, you fucked. So it's like, you got to just be careful. You got to tread lightly, especially us as black men. It just is what it is.
Nothing wrong with that. For clarity, dark humor is a style of comedy that makes light of serious or distressing topics like death, suffering, and racial issues.
But the thing is that the people be using it. I'll say people will be using it to harm folks. Let's just call it a bug and just be like, I was just joking, bro. Like, it wasn't that deep. You know that people, but the thing is that these are some niggas that be on some type of times that be like, well, words don't matter as long as they didn't put no hands on me, as long as it didn't get physical. Say that to certain niggas in the hood, bro. Certain niggas in the hood be like, say what? What'd you say? Stay right there. Just stay right there. I got you. Just stay right there. Stay right there. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to my car real quick and I'm gonna see you. Like, I remember, it's not funny, but I remember there was this fucking woman with a child in her car, pops the trunk on some traffic shit, on some road rage shit, pops the trunk on a lady, start shooting at another woman with her kid in the car over road rage. I be trying to be like, listen, I get where y'all coming from with the whole trying to be like emo and all of that, but it's like, you do gotta realize that some niggas are not with the shits. And I say niggas, that's universal. Whether it be white people, whether it be the government, whether it be the president, whether it be your mama, your daddy. Some people ain't with the shits. So you can say what you want to say. It's a freedom to say what you want to say. But the prescriptions. I need to get a shirt called The Prescriptions. That's my shit. You gonna get the prescriptions. You gon'
and
get
it's not a crime at all. And I'm gonna be honest. Can I be honest? I'm gonna be very, very biased with this topic. I said it. I'm gonna be biased. This video will ruffle some feathers because I'm gonna be the motherfucker that takes the stance for our quote unquote villains of our culture that people are trying to demonize and strip legacies. Because disrespect.
People are trying to demonize a nigga that literally called himself a goblin. What are you talking about? He wanted to be look like this. He grew his fan base off of wanting to be looked at like the villain. So it's like, I get that we on this scumfuck shit. We on the Wildflower Boy shit. We on this Cherry Bomb shit. We on this Igor, Chromacopia, Don't Tap the Glass. I get that we on this type of level with his artistry. But when you say the shit you said, you gotta understand that they're gonna do this. They're gonna do this.
Respectfully, I don't care. The world doesn't bat an eye when Andrew Schultz or Nick Funes, whatever the fuck his name.
Nobody bigger than the program, my boy. Nobody bigger than the program. We just seen Zoe Spencer and Nina Lynn after, I don't know, 5 to 10 years of them doing what they did to that boy Saeed, bringing him back up of the aspect of they're now bringing that back up because guess what? Asmon Gold got a clip of that shit. And he called Nina Lynn a straight up bitch. You feel me? He's saying he trying to wrap her the fuck up. He don't like that. Especially with the words that he said. Again, he said shit that he know that he was wrong for saying. And he apologized for it. Now, whether he's genuine or sincere, that's not my point. He apologized because he know that nobody's bigger than the fucking program. Nobody. Okay? So, they banned him for a couple of days. And I think that Hassan got banned too, speaking of. Not sure how long, but that's neither here nor there. The main thing is Asmon Gold got a hold of that Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer situation. And she's now calling Saeed, the boy that they were sexually assaulting, a bitch. She called him a bitch. Nobody's bigger than the program, my boy. So they're literally lambasting her and she may not survive. I don't know if she'll survive. She'll probably survive, but she got to lay low. She got to lay low for a minute. She got to pull a rebranding.
Name is when they talk they big shit, they don't really trip that much. They don't say shit when Myron's bitch ass does it either. But I guess because they're not black American rappers, no one cares for real. They get a pass. Now fuck all that. And y'all can for real hate me too. I don't care. Let's see how nuanced you truly are. We gonna look at this in a villain.
I think that in this take he gets kind of nuanced, but I don't really hate deleted. I just kind of think that his perspective on the aspect of you could say whatever the fuck you want to say as long as nobody get physically harmed is dangerous. It's dangerous. Because it's like, say less. You push the button, now I'm going to come see about you. Now I'm going to fuck up your livelihood.
perspective.
It can get violent.
This isn't the good guy channel. Some of you guys got mixed up with the term villain. I mean, y'all be acting like I'm supposed to be the superhero or some shit. Strap up, Buttercup. Get ready to be offended. This all really kicked off when Tyler publicly praised D'Angelo, a legendary artist who had quietly passed away from cancer. He went on a series of tweets and his fans were responding, asking who D'Angelo was. His comment section got wild, full of trolls asking disrespectful ass questions about D'Angelo. Tyler saw the chaos and fired back with a tweet and delete. These Sun Dodgers are out of control, man. Hey, that's a good one. I say translucents, but this mo, he said Sun Dodgers. That's when it blew up though. People started digging up old tweets, trying to make him eat his own words. His fan base had evolved into something he couldn't control anymore. He built that crowd off the same raw, chaotic energy they still feed on. But now he's outgrown it and they feel betrayed. But see, I always felt that Tyler's real turning point was when he got banned from the UK for his
Did he outgrown this shit? Or he just had to make a change. His money was getting affected. Like he said before, it started affecting his pockets. It started affecting his pockets where governments were literally banning him from countries because of what he said. Do you understand how big of a deal that has to be for governments to literally ban you from their country? Multiple. He has had multiple countries ban him. I'm just saying. New Zealand of all. Like, I'm just saying.
lyrics. That's when it hit him that the old act was holding him back.
I got banned from New Zealand. Whitey called me a demon. And the terrorists, goddamn it, I couldn't believe it.
I mean, this man was banned from the UK, New Zealand, and Australia, all because of the controversy surrounding.
And it's a big what do you call it? Conservative group out there in Australia. They're very conservative. Not all of them, but it's very much like a lot of the Nick Fuentes and all them. They get somebody. They even had I don't know if they fuck with Kirk, but they definitely have some people out there that was fucking with the conservative side here.
His lyrics.
A kid from the country, I never fall, never timid, but you fucked up as a parent, your child idol's a nigger.
And I truly feel that's what made.
I don't think that people idled a nigger. I think it was more so the aspect of, bro, you said wild shit. You said wild shit, bro. Let's call it what it is. Even me as a black person, kind of like, I fuck with some of his tracks, but some of them are really on so much edgelord shit that he would just say the wildest, disrespectful shit. I can't get jiggy with this shit. I can't get jiggy with a lot of that shit, bro. I can't. Like, I understand where it come from, the angst as a teenager, as an artist, as a creative, as a black man in this country. I get that. The wrestling with, I think he has an African-American mother and a black diasporan father. And that whole aspect goes into it, not knowing how you show up in this world and saying, fuck all of this shit. I get that. But when you start wrapping it up in a package, putting it on his vinyl and putting it on CD and selling it to little kids, you see what I mean? Like, I kind of like, I don't know if you should be doing that, but I don't know. I mean, clearly hip hop has been wrapped up in a package, put on vinyl and sold to motherfuckers. But then motherfuckers be like, look at the hip hop. Look at the hip hop. This is what it's doing. This is a rap music. And this is what's doing to the kids. I get the aspect of feeling angsty and feeling anger for your situations that you come in. I get that. But also no. Meanwhile, this is on my birthday. I was 24 years old when this came out. This is literally on my birthday. That's crazy. I just not realized that. But that's neither there. Yeah, you do know that nobody's bigger than the program and you're going to get the prescriptions. I'm going to let it play.
Tyler, the creator, switched his persona. It was because of the travel bans, not being able to reach his fans and suddenly having to change gears, because he would do a series of tweets about it during that time and you could tell it really bothered him. And this happened around 2015 because right after that, we never seen old Tyler again. We got Flower Boy in 2017, Igor in 2019, Call Me If You Get Lost in 2021, Chromacopia in 2024, and Don't Tap the Glass in 2025. He matured, switched lanes, and cleaned up, which honestly makes sense. He's not a kid.
Bruh, It's still to this day, it's certain tracks that I gotta skip over because he be saying some wild shit. I'm going, and it's more so wild in the LGBT type of space, which is, that's his bag. He said that he is that, so it's like, I'm gonna leave it alone. But yeah, hey, I still gotta be like, all right, okay, not my bag, but you know, I'm gonna listen to the other one. Skip.
Anymore. He has a huge impressionable platform, but then again, he can't act shocked when the same fans who once loved his "I don't give a fuck"
That's all we saying.
Turned on him for finally giving a fuck.
Can't act
he
shocked.
flipped the script, and they didn't like that rewrite. And
that's all that's being said. He flipped the script. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let y'all see the rest. But really, I don't think that he's wrong for his reaction towards the Sun Dodgers. His words, mind you, white people, this is his words. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be mad. I'm just saying that this is who he cultivated. This is who he cultivated. And as much as he says he's gonna be biased, this is an unbiased take. He's gonna be, the prescriptions is gonna always come, my boy. I'm gonna leave it at that. Go watch Deleted. He's got a couple of videos on here that he's a silly nigga. I'm not gonna hold you. He's silly as hell. He's silly as hell. He's just stupid as hell. But be careful because your algorithm will be fucked after this. It's a whole bunch of like reaction videos to like outrage content and what else? People that be doing stupid shit online. So brace yourself. I'm saying that Yeezy did some, well, no, his daughter did some shit. I don't think I'm gonna make a video on his daughter doing some wild shit. They said she had fake tattoos and she had the black grill, like the Japanese black grill. I don't know what that's about. Is she Japanese? Why is she got a Japanese black grill? I don't know what that's about. There's neither here nor there. Let's go. And with that being said, Bunkai.
Honestly, I don't think people really understood what Tyler's approach to racism and stereotypes actually was. Yes, he mocked it. Yes, he was trolling. Yes, he said insensitive things. However, it always felt like a trauma response. His way of showing the ignorance people threw at him.
Bruh, and that's crazy that I'm hearing Deleted talk about trauma responses. This nigga getting nuanced in his take. He's getting nuanced in his take, and he don't usually do nuanced takes. He don't give empathy to the motherfuckers. But I think that he fuck with Tyler, the Creator, and yes, I do believe, like I just said, I just said the same thing. I think it is a trauma response because of how he was brought up in this country. I think that the main thing is that he had to realize that nobody's bigger than the program. And even though you bought a Porsche, you still a nigga in the coupe. It just is what it is. Like that, we gone, man. Bun cut.